have to tell you this, but inflation is absolutely off the charts. We just had the latest inflation report come out, and everything is up. Despite them saying it's under control, it was slowing down, we didn't have to cut rates, all this fun stuff, it's not at all. So as of the latest numbers, food prices are up 6.2% year over year. Grocery prices 5%, and restaurant prices 8.5%. Guys, that is nowhere near a sustainable economy. You cannot have food prices rising 6% a year. And that's in their calculation of inflation. Actual inflation, what you see in the store is very different. This is done in a basket of goods. And typically they like to weigh goods that aren't affected much by inflation as part of that price measure. When you actually think of what the average person buys in a grocery store, when you're talking about what we need to survive, when you look at meats, when you look at eggs, when you look at milk, when you look at butter, that's not 6%. I would highly wager that's a lot closer to 15 to 18%. And anyone that shops regularly knows that. You don't have to be an economist. You can figure it out. The stuff that you really need, it goes up. But they buffer that by including things in the basket like, breakfast cereals or rice, oatmeal, bread, things that have stayed fairly flat, and it just makes it look a little better. But even with their manipulation of the numbers, you're still getting an average of 6.2% year over year increase in food costs. That is not good. That is not good for our economy. And yet they continue to just spend more money overseas, more money on nonsense programs, more money to things that affect zero Canadians. It blows my mind. Well, this is happening. And this is happening. It's not Trump. It's not Trump at all. It's not the US at all. It's a failed economy because of a failed government that cannot manage an economy. They've continued to overspend in all the wrong areas and underspend in all the right areas. They don't spend in infrastructure. They don't spend to open business. They don't spend to increase the productivity of our important resources, our energy industries, oil, gas, pipelines. All these things that can make Canada one of the richest countries on earth, they don't put money into developing, into growing. Instead, they send it to Ukraine, they send it to Palestinians, they send it to Africa, they send it to everywhere but where Canadians need it. Because if we were a productive economy, exporting, growing, making money, we wouldn't have these issues. This continues to happen because it gets more and more expensive to do business here in this country. All our producers, from the farmers to the people shipping to the store to the people stocking the shelves, it is more expensive for them to do their job. It is more expensive for them to live. It is more expensive for them to survive. And that cost rolls into what you pay and makes it more expensive for you. And it only continues to get more expensive for them because we keep blowing money. We keep printing it, we keep borrowing it, and we keep giving it away. The government is the problem.